What's going on, everybody? Prophecy Wiz back at it again with yet another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing you guys the deck that I am going to be playing for the NEWCQ season because it is underway and we are short ways away from the NEWCQ. People are already having nationals, and I tested a ton of different decks to see what I wanted to play for the most important tournament of the year. And I believe I have locked in on that deck. So I'm going to be taking it to regionals every single weekend leading up to Nats. And yeah, so if you guys like this kind of content, this video, all that good stuff, please drop a like and a comment, as well as subscribe. And check out my Twitch at ProphecyWiz_, where I will be playing this deck every Monday through Friday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So I will start off with 3 of the Archfiend. Even though this card's not a 1-card starter, this card is still insane for obvious reasons. It just searches, and this card's really, really strong. I shouldn't really need to put too much explanation on that. Then we play Sage. This is like the reason we play this deck. I think the Omni Negate every single turn on both players' turns is just insane. The recursion of these cards, like this deck's like a control deck, but it puts up like game damage every single time it's like going second or like on the first crackback turn. So Omni Negate, really nothing to say about that. It's like the easiest deck to summon an Omni Negate super fast. Then we play Warrior. Regenesis Warrior is also pretty good. It's just a bounce every single turn, and it's big and puts itself in the field. And then I played Regenesis Lord. So this card, I've seen people are cutting. I think it's just insane to be cutting this card. I think this card's one of the most important cards in the deck by far. It attacks directly for 5,000 damage. It can also set, so like you could set something. I think doing piercing is also important. Like this card just like allows you to do huge damage with the deck, and I think it's like really, really important. And it also sets up like some plays with the quick play, banishing your monsters when you can get them back. So I think not playing this card is just criminal. I think like this card's so important, I don't even know if I would play the deck if this card didn't exist. So it's crazy to me that people are cutting this card. One card that you will notice, though, that if you have not seen thus far is the Dragon, the banishing the spells and traps. I think the card's just not good. I played like 30 games plus on DB, and I brought this deck to locals and won locals with it, and I never, not one single time, like I cut it like pretty quickly, realizing like that card seems like super unnecessary, and I've never one time needed it. So I think that you could just navigate really well without it, and I think it's just a card you just don't feel like drawing, and you don't ever need to search, so why are we playing it? So I would not suggest playing the Dragon. Then for the sub-engine, I play 3 copies of Fenrir. This card can just search Unicorn, which is 2,500, and this card just plays really well into hand traps. That's one of the things I like about this deck, is that I think it plays like really, really well into all the different hand traps. Because like when they're like trading with your engine, they're not really trading. They're like, you know what I mean? You throw a hand trap at Fenrir, it just doesn't do anything because Fenrir still sits there. This card is just really, really strong. And the banish effect is obviously super good. And then we play 3 copies of Unicorn. Unicorn's way better going first, and Fenrir's way better going second. This card's another card that like makes it a pain to hand trap the deck, because you just don't want your extra deck getting ripped apart, ripping the 1 copy of Detonator, the 1 copy of Whitebinder. And those kind of things, the better you know matchups, the more you can assess situations and rip their extra deck. Also gives deck knowledge right away. So I think that you definitely just need to max out on Unicorn. I side out some copies when I go second, though. If you guys want to see a video about the side decking patterns and how that works with this deck, let me know. Then so that's it for the cash monsters. I've seen some people play the Scareclaw. Just play the 6 of them. You just play the good ones you want to draw. Then we play the 10 power spells, 3 copies of Regenesis. Honestly, the reason I waited on playing this deck is because I thought that I thought the entire format when this deck came out was just going to be mirror, because the moment I read these cards, I thought like this seems like it's just going to be the next best deck. Every card is crazy. It's just like search, Omni Negate, bounce, 5,000 and set something, and then like the spells are just search or dump, which is good into draw, and then it has a good graveyard effect. Like, this card is just absolutely insane, and then this card's even better. It's just like the best card in the deck, like one of the best cards of all time that I've ever played. It just summons an Omni Negate, especially, like, essentially. And there are some really cool combos that you can do with this card, with banishing cards that I've been doing with the Dark Arm Dragon in the extra deck that everybody should be playing. This is obviously his next spell. This card is just broken. There's really nothing I should have to say about summoning one from the deck. Then I play 3 copies of Planet because you want to open Unicorn going first and Fenrir going second. This card just searches whichever one you need, and then if you open the combination of them, it's also really, really strong, and there's some super cool combos. If you guys want to see a combo video, please let me know. This card is also really good in the mirror, and it's notable that all of them summon if something has, like, based on the original attack, so even when you're boosting attack. Also, this just makes game shots crazy as well, like, way easier. This card is, like, criminally strong. It's actually just insane. It's, 10th card, Prosperity. Just choose between the engines. Nothing that should really need to be said about Prosperity. It's obviously insane. Then I played 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird. This deck is like the best user of Droll and Lockbird, and this card's one of the cards of the format. I think it's really good that you can just like stop Droll and Lock, like that you can just stop your opponent right away and make them pass, because you will always attack them for game on your first turn. Like if you pass them on like a good Droll and Lockbird and they like set 1 or 2 and pass, like they're getting attacked for game immediately every single time. So this card's like specifically really crazy in this deck, which also means like the chummies are good in this deck as well. So if you guys are going to notice, I don't play any chummies in the main deck. It's because you have no discard fodder and you have nothing to do with them, so they're straight up bricks when you go first. Instead, I played more supportive hand traps that I could draw every time I went first, and I think that the better you know how to use your hand traps, I've always said this, like, especially in a deck like this, you can just hit choke points with some of your hand traps, and this board actually breaks decks like nothing I've ever played before. It breaks decks crazy. Like, breaks boards crazy if you could play it really well, so that's why I play Ash Blossom, just like a generic card, really good going first, and like on top of a board, and it's good going second. All these hand traps compare really well together. This card is going to seem really off, but just let me explain before you click off the video. I played Ghost Mourner. I don't know if I would continue, like, I don't know if I would play this. I played this for locals because I didn't have enough, like, I didn't have a ton of experience in the mirror match, and I knew that there would be a lot of, like, people playing the deck, and I did play, out of 5 rounds, I played 2 mirrors. I won both of them, obviously, because I went undefeated at 2 of them. But I thought that this card was, like... I think that this deck is really, really, really good, and it's picking up steam. And I think that it was really hard to find cards that I thought would give me an edge in the mirror. And I actually think that, like, this card has the ability to try to stop them quickly. And that it's just really good in the mirror. So I opted to play Mourner, because I think if you get started first at this deck, it's really hard to like lose. Like, you just win if you start first, and nobody else would be playing like something like this. That would just, so it gave me an edge, and it was good. It won me like quite a few games against like different decks, and I think this is also good into like a lot of the rogue decks. So like this like specifically actually really good, and White Woods has been like winning a lot, and it's insane into Black Witch, and it's also can be not that bad into Malice, where you just hit like a Splash Mage or things like that. You hit Duo Drive. Like, this card's not as bad as people act like it is, and it's insane in the mirror. And I respect this deck a lot because I think it's actually just the best deck. It's not close. Then I play 3 Effect Veiler. It's a card you can just draw against everything, and it's going to be good every single time. Pretty simple. Same thing with Imperm. I wanted to play all generic hand traps. Like, especially when you draw like 2 of them together, you have like a good chance of like stopping your opponent's plays enough and like ending them. Like 2 of these combined will end them on a half board. Like, drawing them going first is all really good. They're all really good to draw going first, and they all can help you end your opponent on a half board. And this deck just like will attack your opponent for game through a half board. So that was part of the theory behind that. And then I played Theosis because Unicorn for Theosis going first is just crazy, and I played Birth because I play like a bunch of cash monsters, and if you open two of them together, you need to be able to search birth, and this card is also like can be a pseudo interruption. And then I play one of the trap card. I've seen people playing multiple. I don't think it's correct. I think you just search the one copy. I rarely am using the soul charge effect. I think that just 1/1/1 is perfect of these. Like, these ones aren't ideal to draw. This one's like fine to draw, but I have been testing different theories on like how to side deck with this deck, because I think it's very possible that we're supposed to side out like all of these going second, because you simply just don't want to draw them going second, and then you just side down on Unicorn. But let me know if you guys want a video on that. That is the main deck. It's 40 cards. It's just been broken. Like, my win rate with this deck has been like higher than it's been with anything in a very long time. This deck is just crazy, and I think that this is the deck that I can win nets with. Oh, I'll go into the extra deck. The extra deck, I took an interesting approach with. So I played Almirage because I like that you can normal summon any hand trap into an SP, and that definitely came up. I played IP and SP. SP comes up a decent-ish amount. IP is part of the 2-card combos when you open 2 cash monsters. So definitely need to play both of those. Then I played Phoenix. I played like a few cards that I thought were like decent for breaking, like attacking into back row, because I don't play the dragon, and I summoned to this. You get like a lot of advantage, and you can just crack through back row. I played Cerberus. This deck has like a lot of freedom in the extra deck, and just the route that I decided to go was cards to be able to crack your opponent's field and attack for game. I summoned this once, and it was actually really good. And I played Unicorn as well. Same thing, like link climbing into just interruptions and hitting back row. Then I played this card, the World Gears. This card is actually pretty cool because it can just nuke, like, especially if your opponent has like all monsters, it's unaffected by monster effects, and you can just nuke all the cards on the field, and it's 3,500. So this card is like fairly underrated in my opinion. Then I played a Boa. I like that you could summon back SP, and it's another card that can pop back rows. Like, you have so many cards that like can do an effect like that, but also have like additional utility. Like, we're not just playing a ton of things to attack back row, just like they have to be able to do that. Like, I think like against like Fire King and stuff, like Unicorn and cards like that are important as well. But like a Bow is something you can end on that will just like pop cards every turn. So I thought that was like nice and important, and you can summon back SP on your turn and then start popping cards because you have so much free advantage every turn. I played Underworld Goddess because it allows you to out anything, especially if you side out the trap card. I thought that was something that was like important to me, like a Chaos Angel with Light Dark. Played Chingrier. I really never, like, rarely make this card, but I feel like sometimes with the field spell you would want to summon it and then pop cards. Then I play Dark Arm Dragon. There's part of me that wants to play 2 of this. I just have never needed a second copy of it, but I feel like with this deck getting popularity, it's so good that I would never want it to get banished on Unicorn. It's like the most important thing in the extra deck by like a lot. I summon this card like all the time, and it's so good. Yeah, I mean, just popping 2 and then like banishing things out of your graveyard is also like really good because the play effect, and then like also like Theosis and stuff. So this card is crazy. This card is like one of the best XYZs I've played in a long time. Then I play Flare Metal, especially with like the way you can put damage on the field. I feel like this card is like really nice to be able to just like summon afterwards, because if you ever do miss game, you're real close. If you ever miss game shots, you probably made a mistake, but like you can just summon this and you're probably just burning them for game anyways. I played Draco Sack for the turn 1 combos with like IP and the cash monsters. And then I played Zeus and Typhon. There shouldn't really be much to say about these cards. These cards are really good. This card actually summoned more than you would think. So that is the extra deck. I thought that it was really good. And then for the side deck, I played 3 copies of Dragon's Mind. Spells, traps, and monster effects I think is just insane. You'll always have a 2,500 monster on field, so This card is just so free. It's just so advantageous. I can't believe that everybody's not playing this card, truthfully. I'm just not quite sure why. My experience has been crazy. Absolutely insane. Then I play 3 copies of a friend Artifact Lancia. I play a lot of generic hand traps in the main deck, but I played like more floodgatey, like some more floodgates in the side deck. Lancia is one of them, and this deck's like the best user of Lancia in my opinion, because while you can't recycle Lancia, I mean, I guess you could summon like a bow and recycle it, but while you're not like recycling Lancia, passing Malice, like the amount of times that they just pass, you will attack them for game, and there's nothing they can do about it. Like it, it's really value centric in this deck. Then I played 3 copies of everybody's favorite Malchumi Fuvaros. What really is there to say about this card? It's really good. Your opponent can't play. They're going to give you multiple cards to summon like a half board, and you are going to rip that board apart and attack them for game. This really is a control deck. It just so happens to be able to put damage so aggressively because it's so strong. Like, you want to go first every single time, and it's insane going first. Like, it also is control. Control is just like, it just puts up damage so crazy. It's insane. Perulia, same thing. Like, it has the ability to flood your opponent and just going to give you draws, and you're going to draw into like usables every single time. We didn't play Nib because I didn't want to play with the cash cards. The last card I played, like 50-50 on if this is like the right spot. I played Bell. The reason I played Bell is because I thought that it would give me like it's pretty good in the Mitsurugi, and like especially the pure Mitsurugi that's been picking up a ton of steam. And then I also think this card's good into Malice, and I think like some of the cards I played in the main were not good into Malice, so I wanted like all the side deck cards to be good into Malice. Because I thought if I win the die roll, I'll just immediately win the entire match against Malice, is a guarantee. And then if I lose the die roll, sometimes you could stop them with the trading hand traps, but if not, I wanted to be able to side in like Lancia, Fua, Perulia, and Bell, and like it could just give me like all good things, and you side up to like 24, 25 hand traps, and the Malice, like, you're almost guaranteed to draw 3, and yeah, it's really good. So that is the deck profile. If you guys liked it, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know anything that you guys would change, or any suggestions that you guys have. I'm going to be grinding this deck every single day on stream, so if you guys want to watch that, check me out at ProphecyWiz_. I appreciate everybody, and I will see you guys in the next one.